First of all, say hello to everybody in Korea. Right now is midnight in Costa Rica, so we are almost at the same day. Day is 3 minutes before Thursday here, so I'm still Wednesday. So I'm very happy to join this event here, and I want to greet my colleagues. Happy birthday to Krisha, my colleague who is her birthday right now. Um, well, first, I would like to share a quick context about our country. Well, right now I am all around the world, in the other side completely. I am this beautiful small piece of land of Costa Rica, just in the middle of Central America. We are in a land of 50,000 square meters, and our capital is San Jose. So this is Costa Rica, and we're really looking forward to have you here and share more knowledge regarding skills. Here we have other information regarding our country. We're of 5.5 million people population, and official language is Spanish. And Costa Rica is well known because regarding the energy, renewable energy, and all our approach in terms of sustainability. Um, First of all, I would like to also mention that we are a country that are very focused on education. So we invest around the 8% of the gross domestic product in education, and our literacy rate is around 98%. And we are more focused in STEAM areas now. And Costa Rica is having a improvement in terms of services and high technology areas in the last 20, 30 years. So we're focused on those kinds of skills also, among the others that we have previously in our country. Um, Also, regarding work skills is represented in Costa Rica by our institution. Our institution is the National Learning Institute, which is the biggest institution in Tibet in Costa Rica. We are an autonomous public institution. We are created in 1965, and we have around 55 training centers all across Costa Rica. We provide completely free Tibet in Costa Rica, offering training for people 15 years old and older. But also we provide competence certification, we provide technical assistance for companies. So we are an institution that help a lot in terms of the human talent development in Costa Rica. Our scope in terms of work skills, we are trying to promote a people-centered skills development model. And we had a vision for excellence. So what we are trying to do is not just to have competition as insulated events. We really want the competition to be transversal and quality assurance movement. So we can improve teacher skills, we can improve our curricula, we can improve the way that we provide our services, the way that we arrange our workshops and everything. So that's the main focus of what we're doing here in our country. We have a huge change and in terms of our process in 2018 when we started the K-STAR program. So Costa Rica became a member of WorldSkill International in 2015, but in 2018 was like a before and after when we have like the cooperation of Korea and K-STAR. So we really learned what WorldSkills is about and what competitions is about. So there's a lot of results, a lot of impacts through this cooperation. We really learn exactly how to do the skill development in terms to impact the every service that we provide, and not just to have at events. Before 2018, we have like three big competitions, but we didn't give the proper feedback into our system. So that was a huge mistake in terms of what is skill development about and what is competition about. So that's one of the biggest things that we learn, and we start a movement in order to make a sustainable system from that. we have different impacts. We develop a new strategy and skill development based on industry standards, but we also tried a new approach for Tibet based on productivity, industry standards for assessment, and also the quality assurance. One of the things that we have been working a lot since 2018 is to have a new approach to skills competitions. So the skills competition can be a process that help us to improve of what we do in our institution. And we also are doing a lot of other things like working with former competitors in order to make them to help us in order to attract more young people to skills. Also, our experts have been sharing the knowledge that they learn through the competition process and through the training, specialized training, not just in the development of human talent, but also to help SMEs in best practices so we can improve also other businesses in Costa Rica through skills. We are trying to improve the equipment that we use in the training centers, and we're trying also to help in the development of standards for our national qualification framework. Through Work Skills and through this K-Start program, we developed a new model. As I mentioned, before 2018, we didn't have we didn't establish a proper system. So what we learned through K-Start was that we really need to have a sustainable model for skills competition. So we established 4 pillars to do that. We have a marketing intelligence and trends pillar, which help us to get the proper feedback into our system. We have a pillar focus in our teachers in order to make them experts, in order to give them the proper update and the upskilling that they need for the challenges of this 21st century. We also have a pillar that is focusing to improve the service that we provide, so we can have the tools, the criteria, in order to have the quality assurance that is needed for our services. And also, we are trying to develop the image of champions in our students, and understanding that champion is not someone who get a medal. Champion is someone who is in skills, who is in Tibet. So every country in this 21st century definitely found his competitiveness in the human talent. We follow different steps, and we establish a model in terms to see how can we incorporate new skills into a movement. So before 2018, we have 3 main events, which around 35 skills. So there was a lot of skills in the competition, but there was no feedback into our system. So what we did in 2018, learning step by step with the help of Korea and K-Start program, was start from scratch and start adding skills step by step. So we start with 2 skills, then we add 2 more, 4, and then 6. And now for this year, we're having 13 skills in our regional competition. So what we do every time that we want to incorporate a new skills, we first make what we call a gap analysis. A gap analysis is to compare the curriculum that we have with the international standards, so that can give us the proper information to see what do we need to improve in our curricula, but also what do we need to improve in teaching skills, and also in technical or technological materials or tools for our workshops. So we also provide training to our trainers, and also make the different process in order to obtain and to improve our equipment and our workshops. We make the curricular updating, and then those skills will start the process with us. First, they have to make like a pilot competition as a first step once they finish this first steps process. So now we're having regional competitions. We have 9 official competitions, and there is 10 official competitions. We have 3 skills, 3 trades that are having their pilots. So they are doing the first steps. into our model. We also established 2 years cycle process. So in the first year, we have the planning of the competition process. We develop the technical documentation that we need, like technical descriptions. We review the technical description to make the test projects, and we develop in that first year we develop the regional skills competition. And from that regional skills competition, we have the individuals who are going to qualify for the national competition in the second year. And after that, we have the specialized training in order to participate into the international competition. And one of the most important things is that from that cycle, we get the proper feedback in order to update what we do in our institution, our services. So what is our take, our focus in terms of a skills competition? As I mentioned, we didn't want it anymore to have a competition as insulated events, as something that just happened, but there's nothing providing feedback in order to improve. So we try to align everything and use the competition for what they are for, to help us to improve. So you use the competition in order to upgrade our curriculum, in order to also find which skills we need to develop in our experts. We also try to take the information needed that the competition give us, international or local competition, in order to see which technology, which tool, which equipments will be needed for the coming years in order to obtain those tools and those proper equipment for our workshops. And we try also to work in other areas, as you can see here. For example, we try to help the student to feel, to sense the sense of champion, the sense of winning, so they can also develop other skills like soft skills during the competition. So this like very holistic approach in order to have like integral development of our students, our competitors, but also to our institution in every time we have a competition. So since 2018, we have different competitions. As you can see, we start with 2 skills in 2018, and then we jumped with 6 skills in 2019. We have 53 competitors at that time. So as I mentioned, in 2018, we start from scratch again. In 2021, we have the post-pandemic competition, so that's why we just have 3 skills competition, and then we have the opportunity to participate in World Skills Special Edition. And this year is a very special year because for the first time we're having regional competition. We're having competitions in every corner of our country. So 417 competitors are competing during the year in 13 skills. And we are planning to have our national competition next year in May and prepare for our participation in World Skills Lyon in 2024. So this is going to be like a milestone competition because so far Costa Rica has been participating just in 2 skills in international competition. So we want to make this a big step for us in order to have at least 9 skills in competition for 2024. So I also wanted to share some of the highlights, things that we really want to share with you that we learned through this process. So there's some very effective best practices that we have been implementing and we learned through these processes. So here are some ideas of what we have been learning in order to rise the model to a new heights. First, to us has been very important to develop skills as a brand. So this give us people, students, experts, competitors, a sense of belonging. So we have been working to establish our World Skills as a brand. So one of the first things that we did is have our logo, our mantra, but also our mascot. So we have Pinamba, who is the mascot of World Skills Costa Rica. It's a national symbol. It's a sloth, 3-toed sloth, but for us to represent the time, represent the serenity, patience, and wisdom of time. That is the one that is allowing us to trust and to understand the changes and how can we improve through the time. So we develop this mascot in order to provide also this belonging sense in every skills and every person around, in every competitor around the country. Other very good practice for us had been to use former competitors and let them participate in a skills competition as an expert, as a judges, as agents of change. So one piece of advice that I would like to provide is don't let your competitors just go away. Try to keep them close to the movement, because it is definitely much better for our competitors and for young people to hear from peers than hear from other people. So here you can see Emmanuel and Leonardo, who are former skills competition, and here you have Diego, who is our Medallion of Excellence in Kazan 2019, sharing information to visitors, sharing information to young people. So use former competitors to share the importance of skills. It is something that has been helping us a lot. Other advice is to boosting success by learning from the best with benchmarking and best practices. And here you have two pictures of our experts sharing some tools and some practices that they learned, for example, in Korea. So here they are using some tools that we didn't have at that time in Costa Rica. They learn about those tools in Korea and they bring those tools to Costa Rica. Now we have those tools here. And also here you can see like a cutting board that our experts learn in Korea, and now we have those boards in every training center in Costa Rica. So we learn also about that. So it's important not also to let the experts go away, just come to, but to promote them to come back and give the feedback to the system. Also, we really like to foster in the spirit of innovation. And here you can see a video of previous competition in automobile technology. This was like a month ago. So the expert decided to make like a challenge between competitors at the end of the competition. So they make teams in order to see which can make the best strategy to change the tires as faster as possible. So it was a very nice practice to promote that kind of challenges at the end of the competition. And also here in this other video, you can see another example. There's like a role game. So the experts led the competitors to act as judges, as experts at the end of the competition. So they also experience a new way of competition. They learn and they develop more soft skills. They're trying to understand the role of an expert. So they give them better solving problem criteria and also better soft skills. So that to fostering the spirit of innovation, I think is also a very good idea. Also, we have a post-competition feedback workshops. Every time that competition finish, the experts take the competitors. They just not let the competitors go away. They invite the competitors. We have a workshop so they can give the feedback and they can learn and hear from others and discuss the challenges they face during the competition, so that can give feedback for everybody into the competition. So that also is a great practice, a very good practice that we have been implementing. Also to work with the welfare teams and make them fully integrated. That means to have psychologists, to have the people who work in welfare teams included into the competition. So understanding that there is an integral educational process, so we can develop other skills. And this is also something that can have been helping us to prepare competitors before, during, and after the competition. And definitely one of the best things that we can share and that can be helping us a lot is to promoting a really people-centered skills development model. And I think the picture that you can see here speaks for itself. So you can see this lady, and that's a very personal moment. I think that's the me moment. That's the moment that she realized that she is capable. That's the moment that she realized that she's a champion, that she's someone who can achieve things. So put the people in the middle, put the competitor in the middle of the process is very important in order to develop that pride, that feeling of the feeling of success in people. We have facing some challenges also. We really want to incorporate stakeholders, more companies. We're trying to develop a model in order to have sponsorships and also to bring more other companies to help us in the process and integrate more the competition with the industry, with the stakeholders. We also want to increase the impact of the model around the country, so have more regions and more areas and other institutions involved into the model. We want to expand the number of skills into the model that we have so far. So we want to increase the number. We want to train more teachers and give them the knowledge as a work skills experts. Improve also our training centers and make our training centers as a model of excellence in skill development. And we think that it's very important to build a network of former competitors in Costa Rica, increasing the participation in the international competitions. So some final thoughts. I think in terms of skills and in terms of skills competition, it is important to know that this is an experience for a lifetime for the experts, experience of a lifetime for the competitors, and definitely skills are about overcoming challenges. And here you see a beautiful picture of this lady receiving the award as a first in this competition, carrying her son. And so it's definitely a life-changing moment for her, but also for her son to see her mother winning and be a champion. So definitely skills are about overcoming challenges and to win. Skills are definitely pride to so celebrate the competitors, celebrate our experts, celebrate the skills. It is very important in order to the sustainability of the moment, but overall the impact that we can have in the moment. Skills definitely are happiness. So let our people shine. I think that is very important. Let our competitors and let our experts shine. Skills are about love, and it is about recognition also. So we have been feeling this sense of recognition all across the country during this regional competition. So it has been an amazing experience. Also, skills definitely are about friendship. And so it's something that help people to feel that they share the same challenges and the same experience, the spirit and the same vision. Skills are definitely us, are definitely the we. So that sense of get together is very important. And this is a summary, some of the points that we want to highlight. Definitely it's important to take advantage of the completely model and the completely system, not just see the competition as an insulated event, but try to use everything that work skills provide as a tool to impact. There's other important points that I already mentioned. And definitely we as a country, we as a movement, we really want to keep growing and to keep improving. So to be a role model, definitely is the most powerful way to educate. And I love this picture. There is a picture of the expert of air conditioning and refrigeration, Mr. Moon, in Costa Rica. And I love to see a Costa Rican young guy, a Costa Rica competitor, asking him for autograph. So I think definitely to be a role model is the most powerful way to educate. So thank you, Korea, for being our role model. And thank you for being our inspiration. So 감사합니다. Thank you. Pura vida. Muchas gracias.
네, 긴 시간 동안 발표를 해주신 코스타리카에 다시 한 번 더 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Thank you, Mr. Roy, for your great presentation.